What's up, guys? Dunspark here with another X and Y final week countdown with day 6, Monday, October 7th. Now, decided to just go through some of the Mega Evolutions, what the stats they have, what abilities they could gain. I'm going to go by some of the ones that have been revealed, even if they're full stat change or upgrade and ability hasn't been shown. And I'm going to go through some ones, just a few of the ones that I hope get a Mega Evolution in X and Y. So let's just start off with the number 3 Pokemon in the Pokédex, Mega Venusaur. I don't guess it's going to be... I don't know, will their numbers stay the same, or... we'll get into that later. Anyway, Mega Venusaur gains the ability Thick Fat, which hordes off ice, or freeze and burn, which is good. He's a plant, he's a grass type. I keep saying plant. Gains a big boost in special defense and defense. Make it letting you know this guy's still gonna be bulky as hell. My prediction, still gonna be OU. Everyone makes fun of Bulbasaur. Venusaur is the only one on the OU list. Along with that, his bulkiness will allow him to take more hits from the fire and ice, like I said. And as you've seen from my newer team, he can take some fire hits already if he's defensed and special defensed. He can take some hits already without the Mega Evolution. So imagine with this huge stat increase, or just a normal stat increase with his special defense and defense, he is already going to be an outrageous bulky Pokemon. And since it'll be the Mega Evolution I'm getting, I'm going to give updates on it. Whatever I'm going to use in X and Y, I'll probably give my opinion on it once I start using it. Even the ones I thought weren't going to be as good, I'm going to give my opinion on all of it. But Mega Venusaur, it's going to be fun using it. But as I'll do a playthrough with everything, I'll get to give a full opinion later on. So, there we have Mega Venusaur. Next, Mega Charizard Y, which will be the one I'll get to use on its playthrough. But, stuck with the original Charizard design, minus, well, added some spikes and some ruffles here and there. Still fire and flying, gains the ability Drought, which causes sunlight, which with that, I could see Mega Charizard and Mega Venusaur working well together in double battle, because Drought's going to kick in, and then Mega Venusaur can sit there with its bulkiness and just Solar Beam everything. Other than that, I'm guessing it'll gain somewhat of some speed with it, not just the special attack, but Drought's also going to increase its fire moves. Charizard already had a big special attack. Now with it getting a boost and Drought being added, his fire moves are going to be outrageously powered up. But even with that power up, if he gets out of... I don't know if he'll even make it out of the NU tier. If he gets out, he'll probably end up on the the RU tier or the UU tier. The highest I would put him is UU. With this form, because of the fact every team still has something with Stone Edge just about. Stone Edge is still his biggest problem, him being flying and fire. 4 times weak to rock. So, the Y form, not gonna see it making any kind of big. It'll go up. I'm gonna predict it's gonna go up in a tier. But if it does, it's not gonna make it to OU because of Stone Edge. And as I said, I'll give more of a detailed opinion on Mega Charizard Y when I get to use it. So next, I talked about some of it on Friday, so let's go with Mega Charizard X. Now, it's now a dragon and fire. Not going to go into what I said last time, but it gets the tough claws, tough something with it, which ups its attack, plus the fact this thing gets an attack boost, which there aren't many dragons that are attack-based dragons, so it's good that there's actually some more of them. Even though he's a mega form, good to see there's an attacking dragon. Even with his dragon typing, he'll probably gain some defense, maybe, probably not, maybe some HP. I would hope that, because speed's already good. He's gonna get an attack boost, so not really much we could do there. Even with this guy, I don't see him making it into OU, because still fire typing, dragon has normal damage against rock, still going to be taken out by Stone Edge most likely. Not too sure. Like I said, I'm not the biggest expert. I'm not an expert at all in this. I mean, I've played this in my whole life, and I didn't know about EV training till years after it had formed, because I just didn't do it. Either way, I mean, not going to go into what I said Friday on design and everything. It could maybe make it into RU or UU, just like Mega Charizard Y. But I mean, like I said, I can't guarantee anything. I won't get to use him unless I buy X, which then in the case I will need another 3DS, and I don't see that really happening. So on to the next one, Mega Blastoise. I don't know if they've released his stats yet. I can't remember if what his ability was going to be. I know all the focus was on like Venusaur and Charizard, so I didn't really see anything for him. I didn't. I know other people might have. Just gonna say giant cannon that shoots 6 miles. Ridiculous. So just that Pokédex description, they're always ridiculous. If it gets a boost, it's going to get defense, maybe, and most definitely special attack. Because, I mean, it's got a giant cannon on its back, plus the 2 smaller ones. It's going to keep its water typing, I'm guessing. I doubt they'll do water and steel. But overall, it looks like it would gain some more bulk, along with some special attack because of the more cannons. I don't know if this is going to be like I was saying with Venusaur, I might get this one. This might be Blastoise Y. That other one might be Venusaur Y. I don't know if there's going to be multiple forms or what, but we'll just have to see what all happens. So next we got Mega Garchomp. This guy, seeing what he's gotten, I like the design. I mean, he looks epic in his own way. Gains a big boost in attack, which he already had a high attack, but even though his speed was at the average range, he gets a decrease in speed, which, knowing that, I'm gonna say he's probably gonna end up off the OU. Mega Garchomp will. Like the other Garchomp, like normal Garchomp probably won't, but Mega Garchomp probably won't make it to the OU list. May make it to OU or RU. But overall, boost in attack. Don't remember if he got another ability. I don't think. Probably got. If he does, he'll probably get something that boosts his attack. And if not, just keep him with the rough skin and all that. Since he'll be losing speed, he'll need to be able to take hits. So he could use rough skin to his advantage. And I mean, I haven't seen much on Mega Garchomp. So overall, I like its design. Don't know if it's going to be for X and Y or if there'll be 2. Still don't know any of that yet. But we'll see at the end of the week when the game comes out. So if I do get to use him, I will. I'll use him and test him out, and I think it'll be well worth it. Mega Absol was one of when I saw the first previewed Mega Evolutions, I was as giddy as a schoolgirl when I saw this. Absol is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I have always liked Absol. It looks cool, and I always, even with this look, I always consider Absol kind of a girl. Or not a girl, a boy, why did I say that? I always consider Absol kind of a guy Pokemon. But, overall, the spikes look like they got a little longer, gained some fur on the feet, some spikes on the back legs, tail got a little more jagged, gained wings. Not too sure if they've released anything more on this. Still going to be a dark type, but I'm guessing if he gained another typing with this, it would be either fairy or flying. Kinda saying it could be fairy, since he's supposed to be like the he's a good guy, but he's treated so bad, so he's kind of like the anti-hero Pokemon. Blade got curved on his head, hair got a little bit longer on the side. Overall, he looks awesome. Stat changing wise, I'd say gain some speed. I'd hope he'd get some speed. That's the number one thing I think he'd gain. If not, get some attack in there with it, or some, probably not defense. I mean, he's not the most defensive Pokemon, but a speed boost he could use, and more attack would be really, that would get him pretty, it would give him a lot more power, because he's already a powerhouse for the most part. I've seen sweeps with an Absol multiple times. And if he does get an attack and speed boost, that'll help with the ability, Lucky Strike. I can't remember what it's called, but it's where it ups the chance of critical hits. Plus, if you give him all his moves that already come with an increased critical hit chance, then that's just sweep, 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 like a janitor. Not much to say since there's not much information out. I am hoping this one gets to why I want Mega Absol so bad. It is awesome looking. Like I said, Absol is one of my favorite Pokemon. Loved that it got a Mega Evolution. It's just awesome. On to the next one. This, I don't know if it's confirmed yet. It's all over. I mean, it looks like one of the leaks. Not too sure. I'm going to have to put a leak warning in this. Anyway, Mega Gengar. Seeing the eye or whatever that is in the middle, not too sure what that is. That doesn't bother me. I think he looks freaking amazing. He's got like he's melded into the shadow, which he's a doppelganger, or he's supposed to be a doppelganger kind of Pokemon, lives in the shadows, scares people. This is pretty much perfect for him. I know people were showing off the one where he's like farting out a cloud connected to his hands, but this, I am happy for this. Gengar, another one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, just because he looks awesome. Stat-wise, probably would gain special attack, most likely, maybe a speed boost. From the way he is and him being like that, I'm guessing he would probably gain maybe an attack boost, just because he's got like the fist and stuff. Ability wise, it looks like he might lose Levitate. Not too sure. I mean, he is melded to the ground in his shadow, it looks like. So not too sure. Ability wise, could keep Levitate, could get something else. Levitate, if it lost Levitate, that would hurt it. My god, when Levitate got in, Gengar was saved, because ground types would just take him out all the time. Otherwise, very good design, I think. I like all the spikes and stuff. He looks just amazing as a Mega Evolution, and he'll probably stay in OU. Back with Absol, probably would move up from RU to UU, so I could see that being good for him. Back to Gengar, probably would stay in OU if it got something that hurt it, or this was bad for it. Lowest it would probably drop was UU. So I'm not too worried about Gengar. I think he's going to stay pretty good the way he is. This is one I think like it's supposed to be longer in the background where it's just from a weird angle. Now that I look at it, this thing's supposed to be fighting Yveltal. Anyway, back to it. Mega Gyarados. Now, being a powerhouse and already on the OU list, having decent speed, special attack, this thing is all around a very powerful Pokemon. Even being water and flying and have a weakness to electric, it still happens to remain on the OU list because it can withstand them. It being the water and flying again, just the way it looks with the kind of fin wings on its back and some gaining in the design, I would say Mega Gyarados would gain either attack. Doesn't look like it would gain any kind of special attack thing. I think it would gain attack and maybe some speed. So an attack and speed boost would be very well for this. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It looks like it could become Water and Dragon. I think it would change into a Dragon type, kind of like they did with Charizard X. So I could see this becoming a Dragon Water cross for Gyarados. Which, with the legend of the Magikarp and him, it's already supposed to be a dragon. But if he gains that dragon typing, very few things will be super effective against him. He'll lose weaknesses and be really overpowered. But then again, with the fairy typing, I don't think they're going to be so... my guessing is they were lenient on... They didn't put very many dragons in because they didn't have very many weaknesses. And so on, besides ice in themselves. Now, with fairy type out there being another weakness to it, I think they're going to throw in more dragons into the games now. Just to kind of... because, fairies, there's already been a ton of fairies released already. I know it's their debut, but when Dark and Steel types were released, not many of them were out. So, fairies probably going to get an equal number of dragons. And even with that fairy weakness, still, dragons can get around fairies. They're going to be able to. It's not a matter of they won't, or they will find ways to get around them. So either way, let's get on to the next one. Now we're into Pokemon I hope get a Mega Evolution, and this is one of the top ones. Houndoom along with Mega Absol, if it gets put into if the Megas actually get a numbering. If Megas get a numbering, I either want it to be a Mega Houndoom or Mega Absol. Dark and Fairy, Fire and Flying for Houndoom, I don't know. Give it some wings. Make it look demonic. Mainly, number one reason, Pokemon number 666 will be released finally. And we all know how that's going to go down. It's got to... I want it to be a Houndoom or something like a Houndoom. Something demonic. Maybe a Dark and Fire. Again, yeah, it's been done. But it would be awesome. Because, Houndoom's already a Hellhound. So, I could see it gaining maybe a special attack boost. And maybe an attack boost. Because, it's not really bulky, so I don't think it would gain much advantage in getting a defensive boost. But an attacking boost would definitely give it an edge. And ability-wise, give it something to help correspond with that, or one of its types. Probably add more horns. Turn it into something like a Cerberus, I guess. That would be pretty awesome. But Houndoom, one of the ones that I'm wanting to get a Mega Evolution, and I'm hoping that it does. Kingler is another one I'd like to see with a Mega Evolution. Don't know what they could do. I could see it maybe getting 2 more claws, or getting 2 big ones up top. Yeah, still with 4 claws. 2 big ones up top and 2 small ones on the bottom. Stat-wise, it would have to get an attack boost. Already has a high attack, give it another boost. or give it like, or stick with the attack boost. Give it one of the defensives. Give them a boost. But I mean, overall, Kingler I could see having potential if it got a Mega Evolution. I think we could see the return of Krabby and Kingler, Crabhammer, Guillotine, the whole shebang, just coming back into their original form. This is for you, Venusaur, by the way, so I hope you're watching. I want the Mega Kingler. When you hear this, I don't know if you're going to want it, but here you go. I know it's one of your favorites. On to the next one. Mega Arcanine. Arcanine being another one of my favorites throughout the years. I could see it getting more hairy, like more of the white fur. If it gets a boost, I could see a speed boost. Or if they want to do it, add more fur to it and give it a special attack and special defense boost. Kinda, because I mean its defenses are not that good. Give it either an attack or a special attack boost. Really with Arcanine, he could get a boost anywhere and it'd help, but the main one he needs is defensive boost. So I'm going to say give him a defense boost and a attack boost. Help get him along in there, because I could see him landing on the OU pretty easily if he just got a little bit more defensive. So overall, Mega Arcanine, hear me out. Let's get this done. Mega Torkoal is another one I'd like to see. I don't know how they could do it, how they could transform this guy. I don't know what he could look like. Maybe get kind of bigger, maybe get a longer neck, a bigger shell. If he gets a boost, his defense is already very good. Raise defenses more. That's all I can say. Just give him a defense, special defense boost, and stack him like a Venusaur. That's all I can really say about him. Ability-wise, give him something about status effects. Help him out there. Overall, let's get a Torkoal, a Mega Evolution. I think he needs a comeback. Manectric. Let's get a Mega Manectric there. I mean, look. It's a wolf. It's a wolf. It's a wolf! Anyway. Mega Manectric, I could see getting a speed boost. I could see getting a speed boost and a special attack or attack boost. If it got a speed boost, I could see it going up a few tiers. Even with a special attack and attack boost, I could see him going up a few tiers. I mean, the thing was very good in Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby. I think it deserves a comeback. You don't even see Electrike, Wild Electrike, in any other game, I don't think. So, I mean, bring Manectric back, give him some rolls. I could see him making it big. So, this might be our last one. Nope, we still got some more. Mega Scizor. You could probably see where I'm going with this. More attack, probably some more speed. More speed and more attack. This guy is already in the OU. He'd probably stay there. If anything, maybe give him some defensives. Special attack's probably out of the question, because I mean, he's just not a special attack looking bug. I don't see any way they can harness that. So make him either more defensive, or give him like some more attack or speed. Or give him more speed, but in return he has to lose some kind of defense. Or some of his attack. Well, the attack probably would take him off the OU. Which, I mean, if he had to drop, I mean, stuff's gonna drop. I mean, most of what's on the OU is probably gonna be kicked off once X and Y hits in. So, I mean, we'll just have to see. So either attack or speed, that's what I could see Scizor getting. So let's go to the next one. We are at our final one. Bet you didn't see this coming all over the place. Anyway, Mega Dunsparce. Let's get this done. Longer body maybe. Make him a... Is he going to be a fairy? I can't remember if he was guaranteed to be a fairy. If not, make him a ground. Give him a Mega Evolution that has some ground in it. Like we've been wanting for generations. Give Dunsparce something good. And if he gets a boost, give him an attack boost. Don't really need to touch his speed, because I mean he's not really a speedy Pokemon to begin with, so can't really touch him there. Give him an attack, or yeah, give him an attack boost, because geez, he learned so many good attack moves and can learn. He has such a good move pool. He just doesn't have the stats to back it up. Give him some places that help with his move pool. That's all I can say here, because I'll go on a rant forever. So, back to me. Mega Evolutions. As I was discussing with Trito earlier, they're either going to get us big, or they're going to kill the Pokemon series for fans of years and years and years. Guys, I don't even care about these generation wars. I'm like a fan should be. I like every generation. I have played every generation. Almost didn't play Gen 5, but I went back to my roots and I started playing Gen 5. Loved it. You just gotta try it out. You just need to love every generation for something. Mega Evolutions, they're either gonna make or break for a lot of old Pokemon fans. I'm gonna stick with it. I like Kalos region so far. I mean, Pokemon has just been part of my life since I was just about born. I played my first Pokemon game at age 4. I believe age 4. All I know is my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Snap, and it was in like the mid-90s, close to it. Had that N64. First Pokemon game ever played. Pokemon, literally, if I had to say this, to help me to learn to read. I think some of the first things I read were on a Pokemon game. Like, Pokemon has been with me through my life. I have learned from it. Not just life lessons like friendship and helping others, but like reading, learning words. I mean, geez. If Pokemon's been with me since the beginning, just about. I was born in 94. So, you can see I was close to it. I think my first handheld Pokemon game was a blue version. Well, not blue, no, red version was my first on my Game Boy Color. And a few years later, I got Pokemon Yellow. I got Silver. I got Gold. I played Crystal. It wasn't until recent years I got to play Sapphire and Ruby, because at the time I just didn't have money and stuff like that. Didn't even have I didn't get a Game Boy Advance until Game Boy Advance SP, the second version that had the light in the back, and I got Emerald with that. That was my first Gen 3 game. And the first day, when the Christmas day I got it, we got up at 5 o'clock in the morning opening presents. I spent 2 days straight playing Pokemon Emerald. I loved that game so much. And one time, not even gonna lie about this, Uncle, he worked for a city. He was out on them, helping them with their the garbage trucks. Found a Pokemon Blue version by a trash can. He picked it up and brought it to me. That was one of the greatest things that ever happened to me just by chance. And it still worked. It worked fine. I played that thing forever. I know sometimes you gotta... I know I didn't want to, but sometimes I had to trade in Pokemon games. Because I needed the money to help out with stuff and things like that. You don't want to. It's memories. They grow on you. They become like family. They become like you're connected with the game and the Pokemon. They're like actual pets almost. So I mean, Pokemon will always be a part of my life. I know a lot of people say this, but I plan on getting my kids like some of the early Pokemon games whenever I have kids. And I'll start them on a Game Boy if I have to. Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance is something. I mean, I will always have Pokemon. I will always play it. Up into the future, I will do whatever it takes. But I will stick with it is a franchise that that's been with me through the beginning, and I will be with it through to the end. Sorry for that sentimental point, but another thing I want to talk about, I know everyone wants a Hoenn remake. I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I don't want them to remake Ruby and Sapphire. If you're going to remake anything, remake Emerald. It was both stories put together, and it was a lot better. I'm just going to say that. Just remake Emerald. Everyone, I think, would be more happy with that. Don't think I got any more about Mega Evolutions for today or anything else. Last X and Y video got the most views I've ever gotten out of a video. And I know it was only because of one reason, because the title says X and Y. Still views, but well, if it makes people happy and gets some fans, then I'm happy to be doing this. If I plan on sometimes becoming a partner with YouTube and maybe getting a little bit of money from this. I mean, if I get any money from this, it's not going towards me. It's going to go towards something for the channel. Like maybe getting a better laptop, getting better equipment. I could use first thing I would need to do is get a better computer. Because this Vista thing is... I am getting scared it's going to die. And I can't move any of the data from it. I couldn't move past videos. It will not read USB drives. So anything I get from this, if I get a normal job, yeah, that'll go towards me. But I'm also going to put a little bit from the actual job towards this. And if I get any money from this, it's all going to go towards the channel. Getting better equipment, getting better quality stuff, getting maybe some help on some of the artwork. Because I don't plan on using this picture forever while I talk. I've got some others drawn out. I just got to figure out a better way of getting them on the computer, because taking picture on my phone is not very good. Also got another animated or slightly like still frame series I'm gonna try to do from something I made in high school with Venusaur. All I can let you know, it's gonna be crazy. And it's gonna have a lot of humor you've probably seen, probably haven't seen. Could be new, could be old. It's still good. Venusaur, you know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, probably shouldn't end it there. This has been a long video. Longer than it probably should have been, but it's good for what it is. So anyway, like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, like us on Facebook, check out the group review, check out Trito. Just help us out, help us get a little bit bigger. I mean, I do this because I like it, it's fun. I like hearing feedback. I've heard from people on Showdown who actually like what I do. I never thought anyone would like my opinion or anything. But hey, I'm happy for it. I'm happy to get any support I can. I mean, this is for the fans, it's for anyone else who likes this channel. So anyways, this has been Dunspark, and as always, I will see you next time. Final countdown!